In 1587, one of the most mysterious stories in early American history began when a group of English settlers sailed to the New World, carrying with them grand dreams and hopes of building a new life in the land of opportunity. This group of 115 settlers arrived at Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina, marking the beginning of what would become one of history's most enduring mysteries. Among the settlers was John White's daughter, Eleanor Dare, who was pregnant at the time. Under the leadership of John White, who was appointed governor of the new colony, the settlers began building their homes and establishing their lives in this pristine land. On August 18, 1587, Virginia Dare was born, becoming the first English child born in North America, a symbolic moment that represented the settlers' hopes for their new beginning. Life in the New World presented challenges that tested the settlers' resilience and determination daily. The environment was drastically different from their familiar English countryside, with unfamiliar flora and fauna, unpredictable weather patterns, and terrain that demanded new agricultural techniques. The settlers had to quickly adapt to these new conditions while maintaining their determination to build a sustainable community. The relationship between the settlers and the Native American tribes was particularly complex and multifaceted. Initial encounters were marked by curiosity on both sides, and some tribes, particularly the Croatoan, showed interest in establishing peaceful relations and trading partnerships. However, cultural differences, language barriers, and competing interests in resources often led to misunderstandings and occasional conflicts. The settlers had to navigate these delicate diplomatic waters while trying to ensure their survival. The decision to establish the colony at Roanoke Island was influenced by various factors, including its strategic location and potential for agriculture. However, the settlers soon discovered that the island's resources were more limited than initially believed. The soil was less fertile than expected, and fresh water sources were not as abundant as hoped. These challenges began to strain the colony's resources and test the settlers' resolve. As supplies dwindled and concerns mounted, John White faced a crucial decision. The colony needed additional supplies, tools, and support from England to survive and thrive. After much deliberation and consultation with the other settlers, White made the difficult choice to return to England. Before his departure, he established a clear system of communication with the settlers. If they needed to relocate, they would carve their destination on trees, and if they were under duress, they would add a cross symbol to indicate danger. However, White's return journey to England coincided with one of the most significant military confrontations in European history: the war with the Spanish Armada. England's ports were closed, and all available ships were commissioned for military service. Despite White's desperate attempts to organize a return voyage, political circumstances, warfare, and treacherous weather conditions conspired to delay his return for 3 long years. The entire colony had vanished without a trace. When White finally managed to return to Roanoke in 1590, he encountered a scene that would haunt him for the rest of his life and perplex historians for centuries to come. The settlement was intact, but completely abandoned, with no signs of struggle or violence. The only clues left behind were the word Croatoan, carved into a fence post, and the letters CRO etched into a nearby tree. The disappearance of the Roanoke colonists has spawned numerous theories and investigations over the centuries. Modern historians and archaeologists have proposed several possible explanations for their fate. Integration theory. The most widely accepted theory suggests that the colonists may have integrated with the Croatoan tribe or other local Native American groups. This theory is supported by several pieces of evidence. Later European explorers reported encountering Native Americans with European features. Some tribes demonstrated knowledge of English words and customs. Archaeological findings suggest cultural mixing in certain areas. The carved word Croatoan could have been a deliberate message indicating their destination relocation theory. Some historians believe the colonists attempted to establish a new settlement elsewhere. They may have tried to reach the Chesapeake Bay area, their original intended destination. Evidence suggests some settlers might have split into smaller groups. Archaeological discoveries in nearby regions indicate European presence. The orderly state of the abandoned settlement suggests a planned departure. Disaster theory. Natural or human-made disasters could have played a role. Severe drought conditions were documented during this period. Disease outbreaks might have decimated the population. Violent storms could have disrupted survival efforts. Food shortages might have forced desperate measures. Conflict theory suggests that violent confrontations may have contributed to the collapse of the colony, where tensions with certain Native American tribes escalated. Spanish forces potentially destroyed the settlement. Internal strife led to division and competition for resources, ignited violence. Modern archaeological investigations rely on cutting-edge technology to unveil new evidence, employing techniques such as satellite imagery analysis and DNA testing of local populations. Scientific analysis through innovative methods such as chemical analysis of artifacts and dendrochronological studies offers insights into the events surrounding the colony's mysterious end. Soil composition analysis and maritime archaeology in surrounding waters shed light on how environmental factors and trade routes may have influenced the colony's fate. The combination of archaeological evidence and new technologies paints a clearer picture of the colony's challenges and interactions, allowing us to understand the complexities of its downfall. Recent archaeological discoveries have unveiled fascinating insights into the interactions between early European settlers and Native American communities. Evidence of metallurgical activities suggests that these two cultures may have collaborated or exchanged techniques, marking a significant chapter in their shared history. Historical research efforts continue as scholars analyze contemporary documents and delve into Native American oral histories to uncover the rich narratives of these encounters. Investigation of Spanish colonial records and English maritime logs offers a glimpse into the extensive trade networks and exchanges that shaped early American history. Assessment of personal correspondence and military reports reveals the complexities of relationships forged in this tumultuous era, providing valuable context for understanding the past. Findings of agricultural implements and tools illuminate the practical exchanges that took place, showcasing how both cultures influenced each other's survival strategies. Remnants of military and defensive equipment highlight the necessity for protection and the strategic alliances that formed amidst cultural exchanges between these groups. Environmental studies. Scientific research has revealed important contextual information. Climate patterns during the colonial period, agricultural conditions and challenges, natural resource availability, disease patterns and health conditions, wildlife population changes, coastal erosion patterns, forest composition changes, the legacy of Roanoke. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony has had lasting impacts on historical research development of archaeological methods, advancement of historical investigation techniques, integration of multidisciplinary approaches, improvement in preservation practices, enhancement of documentary analysis, evolution of forensic archaeology, progress in historical interpretation. The mystery of Roanoke Island has left an indelible mark on American literature and storytelling, sparking curiosity and inspiration across generations. This intrigue has seeped into popular culture and entertainment, captivating audiences through films, books, and television, while also driving historical tourism and education about this enigmatic chapter. Local traditions and folklore continue to thrive, enriched by stories from the Roanoke mystery, as efforts in archaeological preservation highlight the need to protect our historical heritage. Public interest in history has surged as the Roanoke mystery prompts discussions and investigations, leading to significant funding for scientific research that seeks to uncover the truth behind this fascinating enigma. The Roanoke mystery continues to enlighten us about the challenges of colonial settlement, informing new generations about cross-cultural interactions and the resilience of communities adapting to their environments. Through its lessons on community resilience and the significance of historical documentation, the Roanoke mystery remains a vital part of understanding our past and shaping future inquiries into archaeological preservation. Ongoing investigations focus on advanced DNA analysis, unlocking secrets of past populations and their connections to our present. The mystery of the Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of America's most fascinating historical puzzles. It continues to capture imaginations and drive research, reminding us that history is not just about answers, but about the ongoing quest for understanding our past. Environmental reconstruction aims to provide insights into how landscapes shifted over time, shaping human activity and settlement patterns. The discovery of historical documents provides vital clues that deepen our understanding of events and cultures long gone. Technological applications in archaeology enhance how researchers uncover and analyze historical sites, pushing the boundaries of traditional methods. Studying cultural exchange patterns reveals how civilizations interacted, shared knowledge, and influenced one another across time and space. Settlement pattern analysis unveils how communities established themselves in response to environmental factors, resources, and cultural influences.